doing or what's going on in their life. What I've seen in these readings for the most part is that this is usually an ex that's within the last, very recent to maybe a year back. So that's typically the messages that I'm seeing come through in these readings, just to put that out there as an FYI. This is a general reading for all of Pisces, so I am not looking at anyone's personal storyline. Therefore, this will resonate for some, but it won't resonate for everybody, unfortunately. And there's nothing I can do about that, since it's a general reading. So, Pisces, let's see what the energy is between you and your ex for the month of November. And also, think of a card between 1 and 3 and decide which one you feel most drawn to, because I'm going to pull 3 different romance angel cards at the end. And I try to personalize this as much as I can for you guys, since it is general. So I feel like that's a bit of extra information from the universe for you personally about your situation, okay? So think of 1, 2, or 3 and which one is for you. Now, also, I'm only looking at the energy for the month of November, so nothing for October or December. This is all just for November. So Pisces, this card actually flopped out, and it's no place like home. So, for many of you, you could be feeling as though like you really miss your ex, that you just, no matter what happened, it's just like your ex understood you in a way that nobody else could, and maybe you understand them in a way that nobody else could, and they're feeling that as well, okay? Because you are a Pisces, and, Pisces are notorious for really understanding and loving people exactly how they are through all of their atrocities as well, okay? Pisces can be very self-sacrificing because they're so empathic and empathetic, and they have this deep desire to heal, and you see beyond what other people see. Most people just see the actions of an individual, okay, and they judge it for the good or the bad. But you as a Pisces, you see those actions, but you see the energy behind those actions, so you understand what motivated it, okay? So you give special allowances to the ones you really love, because regardless of their action, if it's good or bad, you see behind it, and you understand it in a way, maybe in a way you can't even articulate into words. So it's once you have established that depth of a relationship with somebody to where they're so familiar to you, it's really hard for you to let that go. More to the point, it's really hard for that other person to let you go because of the magic that you do bring, okay? So this card here is saying that the energy between you and your ex is a great familiarity with each other, and maybe a nostalgia of missing that perfect fit that you guys once were, and maybe back at the time you guys didn't see it that way, but there's definitely an element of missing the familiar. There's no place like home, okay? For some of you, that could mean you're going to see your ex, or for some of you, your ex is coming to see you at your home. For others of you, if you and your ex shared a home together and you guys are selling it, this month maybe it finally gets purchased, or maybe you guys decide to take it off the market and one of you is going to move into it and perhaps try to buy the other one out of it, okay? This is general, so I try to cover as many different messages as I can, so only apply it how it fits. Alright, Pisces, I'm going to look at your energy first, how you're feeling about your ex in the month of November. And I have to do that so that I can see the full story, the full picture between the two of you. I've had people complain, why are you telling me how I feel? I already know how I feel. Like, well, I got to see the whole story. And more to the point, if I'm saying this is how you feel and you're like, that's not how I feel at all, then maybe this reading isn't for you, and that's a good thing for you to recognize that right off the bat. So I have to pull how you are feeling too, Pisces, just to see the whole picture. So let's see how you are feeling about your ex in the month of November. Well, you could not be feeling very stable. Again, here we have the house. This could represent the house. Very strong. Some of you may have had your house on the market and like that's your final tie. In November, it looks like a really strong possibility for it to be sold. Or, like I said, I feel like, or maybe you're feeling like your ex is still living in your guys' house, okay? But nonetheless, there's an element of a lack of stability here, a lack of action. And then here we have this 9 of coins. So, perhaps the house that you shared with your ex is being sold and you are not profiting from it. Maybe your ex is and you're bothered by that. Like there is a strong element of home here. Others of you could be feeling like your ex is just living it up and, you know, dating around, maybe being promiscuous, because the 9 of coins is the ultimate singles card, okay? There's just an element where whatever's going on with your ex, you feel like there's some instability to them and maybe their behavior, their spending habits. Maybe you look at them and you feel like they have it all and it just makes you feel unbalanced inside. Okay, so let's take a look at your ex and see how they're feeling about you to get a better idea of, you know, what's happening here. Also, some of you, to go back to that, you know, there's no place like home. Some of you could just be feeling like you're out of balance, you're unstable, you don't feel grounded without being inside of that relationship, okay? So how they're feeling about you, my dear Pisces, oh my word. Love much? I did not expect to see this. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen this in these Case of the X readings. And this sucker is upright. So let's see what follows that before I even get into it. Holy moly. Tamale. Tacos. Burrito. Hot dog. I don't know. Wow, Pisces. Okay, this is general, so I have to go 2 ways. First and foremost is exactly my first message of this card. I love you. I want to be with you. And that's how they're feeling about you. There's no place like home for them but you. Also, if there is a house and maybe they owned it primarily, I see them gifting you money through the sale of the house if the house is going to sell. Now, if you primarily owned it and you're selling it, you're giving them some of the proceeds. So there could be a monetary exchange between you and the ex this month for some of you, especially regarding a piece of real estate that is sold, and there is the exchange of money. But for others, your ex may feel like this is what you're offering. Maybe you put yourself out there, Pisces, and you said, I love you and I want another chance, and you're offering that to them. But honest to God, for most of you, your ex is still in love with you. Like, hands down. For some of you, your ex is still in love and wants to be with you. There's no place like home. And I don't know why it's coming out so strong in November, because I don't see, like, I don't know, let me pull the energy, how it plays out in November, because this is a very interesting read, Pisces. Wow, nice on that Ace of Cups. Somebody's still thinking about you. Even if your ex looks like they're living it up and they're being super promiscuous and just kind of unstable behavior, it's not because they're happy and full of life. They're missing you and they love you, and all of that's just a distraction. I get that. Like, for a lot of you, whatever your ex is doing, whatever show they're putting on, that's all it is a show, because they're missing you quite a bit. They love you. They want to be with you. Some of you, they're going to try to reconcile with you in November. No doubt about that. Wow. Yay, Pisces. I love good readings. I do. And like I said, this is general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. But for those of you who it does, yay, Pisces. Yay. So let's take a look at the energy, how it's going to play out between the two of you in the month of November. So we have the seductive orb. So this looks like there's communication that's happening. So if you haven't been talking to your ex, and all of a sudden in November there's communication, then this, but definitely is for you right here. Hey, I love you. Or maybe you are the one that's deciding in November to reach out and say, hey, I love you. Again, we have this house and properties, so there's communication about that as well. But if you guys have not been communicating and you start communicating in November, good stuff, okay? Good stuff. Oh my gosh, haha! Look at that! So again, there might be a coming back together. This is, bear, chicken, bear. Some of you are gonna really, reconcile in every single way. Others of you, this might be the energy that's really on your mind and your ex's mind in November. Nonetheless, there is a lot of passion and love, energy flowing between you and the ex, whether it's just the ex sending it straight to you, or you sending it to the ex, or the both of you, okay? But wow, lovers, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so those of you who are thinking about an air sign, or you're connected to an air sign, your ex is the air sign. There, I finally got that out correctly. Your ex is an air sign. Super, super, super strong message that there may be a reconciliation here, new communications, spending time at each other's homes, things of that nature, okay? But nonetheless, to me, it looks like there is communication and passion and love going on between you and the ex. Now, I do have to say, just because this is two air, adaptive orb and master of orb, this could all just be playing out in your mind or in the mind of your ex, but I really feel like that's the minority of you. I do. So I'm going to pull the romance angel cards, because I'm just like so in awe of your reading. I don't know, Pisces, I see a lot of reconciliations, or, there might be, for some of you, a couple of exes that resurface in November, to be honest, because we have the seductive orbs, we have this master of orbs, and then we have this lovers here, okay? So for some of you, there's a couple of them showing back up. You might have come to this video to think about a very specific one, but there might be two for some of you, okay? So, let's pull the romance angel card. So think about whether it was card 1, 2, or 3 that you were drawn to. Okay, Pisces, and that's going to be your advice, outcome, answer. That's personal and specific for you. Because, like I said, some of you, even if you're still really in love with your ex, Your dealings with them might just be more of like legal things, like selling a property or something like that. So, and you'll know where you fall in this reading. Like, that's a very specific thing. So, alright, Pisces, let's see. So, card 1, trust. You need to, if you were drawn to this, you need to trust the universe. If you believe like you and this ex are supposed to be together and you feel it down in your soul, you need to trust the universe that it will come together. If there's no communication happening, you need to trust that either you'll run into them, they'll reach out to you, or there will come a moment where you just feel so compelled to reach out to them, okay? Trust the situation is calling you to have faith. And some of you, this reconciliation, like this person coming back into your world or finally opening up and really confessing how they feel, which you might be like, well, what? You love me? You want to be with me? Your behavior did not indicate that whatsoever. Trust that they're being honest. Sometimes people act in really crazy ways. Really trust your gut, but trust the universe about this situation, okay? And card 2 is playfulness. So, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So, for those of you where there's a reconnection with the ex, be playful. Don't be serious. Just be playful. And flirt and be light and enjoy this beautiful energy that's happening here. There's no reason to be serious about anything. If your ex is coming back into your life, it looks like you guys have a real chance of a reconciliation here. So be playful and have fun, and don't be so serious about everything. Oh my gosh, and the last card 3, flirt. Same message. Be flirty, be playful. It's just like all of these are the same. And honestly, you can watch some of the other Case of the Ex, and they're very different outcomes. I swear to God, the Pisces I'm reading for, you and your ex are talking in November, and really high probability of reconciling, or at least a confession of emotions. I miss you, I really love you. Maybe things being said that weren't previously said, but with the lovers there, you guys could even be hooking up, okay? I don't think I'm reading for a Pisces that, other than this house situation where you may be selling a property or something, that's the only other storyline I see here. Okay, the storyline, and it's just reiterated through your cards, through their cards, through the 3 energy, and then all the outcome cards is you and your ex are coming back together. For some of you, there's a couple of exes showing up, and your advice is just have fun and be playful. Okay, this is only for November, so I don't know what's going to happen in December, but for November, no matter what's going on with the ex, be playful, have fun, flirt, enjoy yourself, have the eyes of a child, just let everything flow naturally the way that it's supposed to, and have no expectation, enjoy the moment. So you'll know if this is for you when you hear from your ex in November, or you feel so overwhelmingly compelled to reach out to them that you do, or maybe just by magic the universe has you guys run into each other. So Pisces, oh my gosh, I love your reading. I'm personally not pining over any ex or wishing for any sort of reconciliation, so this doesn't pertain to me, unfortunately. Gosh darn it, because it is a great reading in regards to a past relationship that you hope to reconcile. So that's what I